Again, I just wanted to celebrate everyone today. I wanted to share my screen so we can see a little bit about what I'm talking about, okay? And I've worked in the real estate market for 17 years. 17 years. And for anyone out there who's been in the business, who's ever been in sales, whenever your income is predicated upon someone saying, yes, I want that service, no, I don't want that service, I changed my mind about that service, this is the reason why I had to make some changes about a year and a half ago. So about a year and a half ago, I had to make some changes, and thank God I did. Thank God I did. I made the right decision to start working in the capacity of, hey, if no one's making any sales today, can you still make $1? All right? This conversation is not going to be for everyone. I understand probably about 90% of the people that might be listening to this, it's just going to be like, yeah, that sounds okay, but it ain't for me. So I wanted to let you know this is not for everyone, but I am going to welcome those that are open to figuring out how can I have my career and how can I snatch some of that money from the Forex market that you keep talking about, Lorie. So that's why I wanted to kind of give that information a few minutes to go into that. I'm not going to go too deep because actually at 9 o'clock tonight, I have a private webinar. This is not something I blast out as a live webinar. That will go a little bit more deeper into what we're talking about right now. But I wanted to give you guys kind of an insight, because working in no matter what field that you work in, you're important in whatever you do. Whether you're making $10,000 a year, $30,000 a year, $70,000 or more, your position is important. But what's most important is your time. Your time is most important. And as we get older, you can't get that back. You can't get that back, right? So make sure, if you haven't already, please share this video, because those that are coming into here, you don't want anybody to miss this, especially somebody close to you. You don't want anybody missing this kind of information. So I thank you very much in advance for that. Let me check. Hold on. Good evening, everyone. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Keith. Hey, everyone. All right, so share. Make sure you share this video. And by the next 20 minutes, you're going to figure out a couple of things that's going to surprise you and enlighten you to, wow, I can keep my career. I can keep that, but I can also snatch some of that money that Lorie is talking about at the same time. Or if it sounds even better, I might even be able to replace what I'm doing with some other funds. All right. So that's what we're talking about most, is, just giving you options, So I'm going to show you the post. I'm going to show you the post that was up earlier today. And it was this one right here. I posted this a little bit earlier today. Hey, Reba. Hey, Trev. Hey, Marquita. I got quite a few phone calls today from this. And when you break things down on a small level, then that gives you the ability to digest it a little bit better, right? Like if you see, all right, I want to make 100,000 in 1 year, you're like, how the hell is that going to work? How's that going to work out? And you're thinking that's not possible. You're not thinking it's possible. But I want you to think, to make $100,000 in a year, it's broken down to about $8,000 a month. We're not going to get into the taxes and everything, guys. We're just going whole numbers here, all right? And then $2,000 a week, and about $297 it is for you to be, this is what it's costing you to be at your job every single day. So $297 a day for you to be at your position, this is what rewards you $100,000 a year. Okay. Now remember, a career is not going, they have this thing called taxes. So as I said, we're not going to get too deep into that, but I wanted to bring this down in bite-sized pieces so that you can see how you can replace your income or even add to it with working the Forex business. Is it going to be hard? Only if you complicate it that way. Is it going to be something you can do in 30 days? No. No one got their degree. No one went through school in 30 days. So I don't think you're going to expect that kind of success. So, but it's going to work out once you say, yes, this can be done. So $100,000 a year, what if the ability was there to show you to make $297 a day, 5 days a week, $297 a day. So as I said, share this video, share, because someone needs to hear this. Someone today is fighting over how the heck am I going to take care of X, Y, and Z. And I think this may be a beautiful blessing to someone that needs to hear it. Again, 9:00 p.m. tonight, I'm going to have a private webinar to go a little bit deeper into this. So if you like that, make sure that you inbox me and let me know that you'd like to be added to that list so that I can get you the information for 9:00 tonight. All right? So broke this down, and I want you to think about it. No matter if you make $50,000 a year, $20,000 a year, let's just use this as a whole number because people have things they got to take care of financially. So let's just say you wanted to add an additional $100,000 to the household. How are we going to replace it with $297 a day? All right. So some of the terminology, let's get that out right now. In the Forex market, which is the largest financial market out there, all right, they're trading currency. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what side of the world you're on. No recession. No recession here. It's recession proof. You can't get fired from the Forex market. There's always going to be currency moving all around the world. Australia, they've got their own. Japan, they've got their own. United States, we have our own. Everyone has their own currency, all right? So we're trading currencies. That's it. That's the foreign exchange market. Again, we'll go deeper into that tonight at 9:00. So you've got your pips and you've got your lots, all right? So those that are in the industry, raise your hand. For those that are already in the industry, you get it. Tanitra, I don't know if you're already in Forex or not, if you're in that business, but Kevin is. When we're talking about pips versus lots, all right, so let me try to break it down for in real estate terms, because I think you guys can understand that a little bit better. In the market, there's something called price movement, and that's called pips. You might have seen my shirt that said pips, pay my bills, all right? Pips is, in real estate terms, the equity between what you bought a home and what you sold a home for, all right? Let's break it down for you, all right? You understand equity. When you buy a home at $200,000 and you sell it at $300,000, there's a $100,000 equity spread. So let's relate that to pips. Pips is the difference between the entry price versus what we sold that currency pair for, all right? So that's the difference, price movement. And then we've got our lot size. This is going to make sense to you in a minute. Then we've got our lot sizes. Lot sizes are going to be, let's relate that again in real estate. When you're selling a home, there's typically a rate of commission. When you get a car loan, there's typically a rate, all right? So the higher the rate, the more the bank makes, right? The higher the rate, if you sell your home, the more the real estate company is going to get, all right? So it's a rate of return. So lot size is going to be the equivalent of what a rate of return is, all right? So let's just say if I wanted to get 50 pips in the market at a low lot size, I'm going to walk away with a low amount of money. But if I use that same amount of pips but increase my lot size, then my take-home pay, my profit is going to be larger. Everything I'm discussing here, results may vary with everyone. We're just throwing numbers out here for an example, all right? So we've got pips, we've got our lot size, we've got our currency pairs, boom. Let's relate this down. For the ones that inquired earlier today, I just wanted to make sure that you were linked in here. So please make sure that you're sharing, you share. Thanks a lot, good to see you guys. And this will also be on replay as well, so that you can see what we want to do is, if you were sitting at your desk at work and your boss was paying $297 5 days a week, that's what it takes for you to fight through traffic, fight through Mary in accounting, fight through the gossip down the hallway, and probably go to a job every day that you can tolerate, but you're just not loving it. So $297 a day. What can we do in the Forex market to replace you being out of the household for almost 12 hours a day. 12 hours a day, you got to get up, you got to get there, you got to go to lunch, and then you got to come home. So I'm going to say within a 12-hour time period, you're out doing some work functioning. So what if I can show you how to replace that with maybe 3 hours a day to replace that 297 a day? Okay? All right? You'll be done your day by 11 o'clock wondering, what the heck do I do now? What do I do now? And your day's going to be done. Now we figure out, how is it that the other class of folks are out and about? They're making big moves out there. And what are they doing? They've made financial decisions the right way. They made it. All right? So I'm going to give you an example. A lot of the pairs that are out there, the currency pairs that are out there, you don't need many. Let's just use one. All right? Let's just say AUD USD, which is the Australian US dollar. On average, during the week, well, per day, you could probably get about 50 to 200 pips per day out of each pair that's out there. That's pretty good. So we're not asking for a whole bunch, but let's just say I want to get at least 50 pips so that I can replace my income, so I don't have to fight through traffic, fight with Mary in accounting, and fight with the gossiper down the hallway at the job. Okay? So what if we did all that, and I said I wanted to at least figure out how to work the Forex market to my advantage. If I'm done work, the Forex business in 3 hours a day, could this be possible? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Yes, there is education that you're going to need in order to get to this point. Yes, you're going to have to be patient. And yes, you're going to have to dedicate your time and be patient with this. That's it. But if you focus on just the money, then that's not going to work for you. You've got to figure out, what is this money going to do for you? Is it going to allow you to come up with lifestyle changes? Is it going to come up with zip code changes for yourself, or your children get to go to a different school? Do you get to go to just another environment when you want to get up and go? This is going to give you the ability to do what you want, when you want, whenever you want. And this is the reason why I talk a lot. I'm still in the real estate market, but I don't see that going on forever. I have to work with something, a business that's going to reward my time. And my time and your time is very precious. And as we celebrate Veterans Day today, you're going to have to also celebrate your financial freedom as well, every single day. So what are you doing in order to do that? Yes, we can talk a good game about, yeah, that sounds good, I want to do that. But when are you going to actually have a celebration for yourself, and your family can say, you did that, you're still doing that? All right, so it's got to be enough of the BS talk and actually get busy. 90% of the people listening to this will do nothing. I understand that. But for that 5 to 10% pocket, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, and I'm giving it to you and breaking it down for you as simple as possible, so that you can see this is possible and you can still keep your career. Okay, so let's break this down. So the pips, we only want to snatch 50 pips a day. 50 pips a day. In order to do that, you're going to have to acquire a skill, and that's through one of the affiliates that I work with. We'll talk about that more at 9 o'clock. We'll talk about that at 9 o'clock. But let's talk about snatching the money real quick, because I just wanted to get you the introduction of how it works. If I snatched up 50 pips a day, if I strategically knew what I was doing and I just wanted that much money, I could adjust my lot size to $1. $1. And I'm going to give you an example of two. $1 times 50 for my pips, excuse me. You multiply that, that's $50 I just made in one day. Okay? $1 was my lot size, that's my rate of return, and I multiplied it by however many pips I want. In this example, we're just doing 50 pips. So I snatched $50 out of the market. Boom, that's in my brokerage account. Great. Now, $50 a day is great. 5 days a week, that's $250 a week times 4. Now we're at $1,000 a month, okay? $1,000 a month. Could that make some changes for you? Could that, okay? We're worried about which groceries we're going to get. We're worried about if we need to go grocery shopping. Maybe you can actually call a service and they can come. Yeah, it's a little bit more, but you're making extra money, so it doesn't matter. Hey, let's call Uber because I can actually get more work done if I call Uber or Lyft. And yeah, that costs a little bit more money, but I'm making more money. All right. Lifestyle changes when your income changes. All right. Fear Boulevard is out there. We've got Doubts Avenue over there. All that's doing is just bringing you right back to Broke City. All right. There's going to be fear. Yes, there's going to be doubt. But you can't keep that as a running force on something new. This kind of business is more spiritually driven, where you have to know out of a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to get this done no matter what it takes. All right. Am I nervous? No. All right. There is zero doubt needed in order to get this started. The more that we stay out on Broke City, then there'll never be a possibility for our family to have any of our photos on the wall, okay? We want to have that kind of legacy going on. Let's get back to the money. So that's about $1,000 a month, as I said. Multiply that down, 12 grand a year. An extra 12 grand that you just brought into the household by just snatching 50 pips out of the market. And we'll show you simple strategies, because all of the entrepreneurs that we have on our team, they don't have a lot of time to be sitting in front of the computer. So we make sure we've got strategies to help you set it and forget it. Set it and forget it. So you're not in front of the computer like this all day long. All right? So that helps appease that. No, you don't have to have thousands of dollars in the bank neither in order to get this started. So these are some of the questions that were popping up earlier today. So let's say you did that and you said that same pair, if that gave me $50, what if I multiply that and did it 3 times? That's called twin trading. Twin trading. So you just do that same trade 3 times. All right, great. I did the same trade and all I did was I placed it in my trading account 3 times as opposed to just 1. So now $50 turns to $150 per day. $150 per day now turns to $750 per what? Week. And now we're talking car payments and insurance getting taken care of. $750 a week turns to $3 grand a month. $3 grand a month now turns to $36,000 per year. Okay? All for no more than 3, and I'm being long-winded. I'm just saying you messed around and you're on Facebook and then you got back to the charts. I said 3 hours a day. A lot of times I'm done my trading within 1 hour. 1 hour. All right? All right. So now you pick and choose. So now remember I told you about that lot size. All right? We're going to take and snatch the same 50 pips. Let's raise the stakes a little bit more, because I know a lot of you out there, you want to see a little bit more money. So now, remember the lot size is what controls the money. The lot size controls the money. The pips are going to stay the same. We just want to control 50 pips. So now we're going to move our lot size up to $10. This is after you've gotten good with mastering $1. This is not just 1 week. I'd say give it a few months and few weeks and you've mastered that. Now move your lot size up, because you can also lose money just like you can gain money. You can lose money just like you can gain money. But if you know what you're doing, your risk is going to be pretty much managed properly, because you've gotten the skill down pat. You're not just going to jump out there and just gamble with your money. All right, so let's finish up. So now we take that same scenario. You've got 10 bucks riding on that $50, 50 pips. Now you're talking $500 a day. Same amount of time, ladies and gentlemen. You spent no more than 3 hours a day doing this. $500 a day. $2,500 a week. Now we're talking mortgages are getting paid. Okay? And now that equates to 10 grand a month. 10 grand a month. And all you did was increase your lot size. Okay, now you want to go crazy and be like, okay, give me some more money. Well, all you need to do is, how about you triple that? Remember, you can triple that same trade. So instead of you doing $500 a day, now it can move to $1,500 a day. Now you're talking, huh? Okay, so I want you to see now that scenario by doing that, $1,500 a day, 5 days a week, that is now $7,500 per week. Some don't make that in 1 month on their job. And when you start to master this, this is when you get real quiet. You don't come out. You don't need to talk about your money. You don't need to be flashing money. Typically, the people who spread the cash all out on social media or the youngsters ain't really making it like that. They just want you to see it's possible. But most people who are making it are not going to be talking about how much they're making. Oprah doesn't talk about what's in her bank accounts. You don't see that, okay? You just know she's doing something right. $7,500 a week, multiply that times 4 weeks in a month. Now you're at 30 grand a month. Can you stand yourself with that? And you multiply that times the year, and you keep doing that. That habit will yield you over $360,000 for the year. And I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop right there. So this is an introduction to, all right, Lorie, you've been in real estate. Well, I can still stay in real estate and do the Forex market. When you see the hashtag from real estate to Forex, I can do both. I can do both. Clearly, as you see, it doesn't take that much time to snatch that kind of money out of the market. What are you doing extra? What are you doing extra to snatch money out of the Forex market? Do you need to know more about it? That's the reason why we're having this call tonight at 9 o'clock. If you are interested and want to get on that private webinar call, that's not going to be a live session. You need to get in front of the information if it is something where you see this is a possibility for yourself. Make sure that you send me a private link so that I can get you that. Also, in the Ultimate Money Challenge, you might have seen that going on my page as well. You're like, what is that all about? Is it all about recruiting people? Nope. The Ultimate Money Challenge is a makeover for you. It is a makeover for you. It gives us the ability to work one-on-one on online classes. This is a bonus. This right here is a bonus. So whatever you are working on in your business, the Ultimate Money Challenge is going to show you how to get from here, from fear, from doubt, all that negativity. You got to clear that out first and then figure out how can we properly get to the money. I've been in front of so many mentors over the last couple of years. They've poured into me. Now it's time for myself to pour into you. And I have been surrounded. Oh, I saw Trevor just pop on the line. Trevor Rotz is one of my biggest supporters and one of the biggest mentors that I can actually lean on for business. So you've got to be around people who are doing it. And I've been enough in the business to know, between real estate, the financial education side, to know it's going to take more than just 30 minutes to work through an Ultimate Money Challenge, because that's going to be a 90-day accountability process. So if you haven't already registered for that, and for those that have, I look to see you on Wednesday to get things started. Come over to the ultimatemoneychallenge.com so that you can get rocking and rolling on figuring out how can you make $100,000. How are you going to get to the money? All right, we got to get through some things first in order to get to the money. But it's going to be a 90-day process to kick your butt in gear, and you're going to love it once you're finished. Yes, you're going to have homework. Yes, you're going to come out a whole new person. And yes, you're going to come out with some commas in your check if you do what you're supposed to do. And I'd love to be there for the journey. So if you haven't already, make sure that you come over to the ultimatemoneychallenge.com so we can begin that registration for you. All right. But this is pretty much what I wanted to just pop on, because I had double-digit calls today. I'm like, what's that? How do I make that? Well, it's a process to get to the money, but I wanted to show you clearly you can make this kind of money with what you're already doing at work. Okay, you can do it. Or I've got one of the gentlemen actually on our team. He is working after 1 year of being in the business. He says, I'm done. I'm going to fire my boss come December, because he's making more in the Forex market his first time. Like, he works in the medical field. This is brand new, but his first year has been so incredible. And he's learned so much that it doesn't take a lot of time in order to replace your income. And he did that. And so I saw him traveling. I saw him doing some traveling with his new wife to be. And I was like, yeah, money looks good on you. And I'm proud of you. And I'm proud to be along for that journey to show individuals, professionals, how to do it. Not for everyone. There's going to always be that one that says, I don't have time. Okay, we've got an answer for that. Why don't you have time? If you're doing non-productive things on a daily basis, then that's the reason why it's clouding your judgment on you don't have time. Think about your day and think about how much time are you really committing to income producing activities, truly. Because if you really looked at your day and documented it, it's a lot of BS that goes on throughout the day. But if you're making close to 100,000 a year at your job, understand there's extras that come with that. You can't, like, I've got hoodies on right now, okay? Been in the house studying trading. I've been in the house doing some trading this morning, but studying. Always got to stay a student, and no matter what you're doing. But as we celebrate and close out, Veterans Day is one day of the year. I want you to continuously have your own holiday every damn day. Every single day, I want you to have your own holiday. And that's your financial freedom day. And I care about you enough to give you this information over and over again. And until it sticks, until the ones that actually raise their hand, I'm coming for you. I'm not coming for everybody, but I'm coming for the ones that raise their hand. So the ones that want to get this down pat and want to do the footies, and you're done your day by 11 o'clock, maybe sometimes before the sun comes up for others, let me know. Let me know. All right. So I welcome everybody to give me a call if you have any questions. Inbox me if you'd like to get on that private call tonight. Inbox me if you'd like to get on that call tonight. And we can make sure that we get you linked in for the 9 o'clock call. For those that want to get started with the Ultimate Money Challenge, which is that 90-day accountability with me, classes start on Wednesday. So if you have seen the link already, click on it, figure out which package you want, and I'll see you on Wednesday. You guys have an amazing evening. Happy, 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 happy financial day to you.